Take two, scene one. Ready, roll in. Camera, action.
Good night, everybody. Welcome back with us, Group 6. Tonight, we're gonna explain about the similarities and differences our dream country and our country, Indonesia. So, we're here with myself, Nathan, and then there is Eki, there is Aupa, the next is Aden, and there is Jihan, there is Farel, and the last one is Paradila. So the first turn is my turn to explain my diagram pen. So let's go to my diagram pen. Okay. On this occasion, I will explain the similarities and difference about of work culture between Indonesia and the United States of America work culture. As you can see in the screen, there is a three shapes, which means the diagram pen diagram. The orange shapes means the mention of work culture of USA or United States of America, and the blue shaped circles is the Indonesia work culture, and the middle of these two is the similarities work culture from between Indonesia and United States of America work culture. So I'm gonna mention first the USA work culture. The first is USA work culture is pay attention to deadlines. The second is work individualistic. The third is have a plan B if plan A cannot be implemented. The fourth is open to opinion and straight to the point. And the last and the fifth is discipline and effective. The next is I'm gonna mention the Indonesia work culture. The first is working near deadline. The second is tend to work together. The third is tend to have only one plan. The fourth is tend to be worthy. And the last is undisciplined and ineffective. So I'm gonna explain more detail about the similarities and the difference. I'm gonna explain the similarities first. The similarities is work time and polite, also warm. In terms of working time, Indonesians and the Americans have relatively the same work hour. Working hours in Indonesia is start at 8 a.m. and ended at 5 or maybe 5:30 p.m. At the 7 p.m., the office usually starts to be deserted because of the majority of the workers have come home. A few people leave the office on time or stay in the office beyond 7 p.m. for matter of work, joking, or maybe socializing. It seems balanced and there is no obstacles. Meeting time is usually short, but the employees will not be scolded if they arrive a little bit late. However, significant difference usually occur when there is some certain change of season, especially in winter in United States. Some companies have fewer working hours. This is because the sunshine of the sun in winter is so little. That is why some companies having fewer working hours, or maybe there is another reasons. Okay, I'm gonna explain what is these differences. The first one is one of the most significant differences between Indonesians and Americans work culture is about individualistic. The Americans tend to be individualistic, whereas the Indonesians tends to be work together and team-based oriented. The Indonesians do that because of their ideology in Pancasila. That is the value of the morality of Pancasila is work together. So that is why the Indonesians relatively work together and tend to be team-based oriented. The second is the most significant differences about between Indonesia and USA work culture is about the time discipline. People who work in America really pay attention and give a priority to punctuality and pay attention more aware in deadlines. But on the other hand, the Indonesians tend to be pay less attention to work deadlines, and so they office work is relatively be hurried, and because of they are chasing the deadlines. The third is about having a backup plan. The difference between Indonesia and USA work culture is Americans usually have a plan B if they cannot be worked or implemented the plan A. Where the other hand, in the other hand, Indonesians is usually or majority is having only one plan. So when he or they implemented their plans, they will fail, and they gonna start it from beginning. So there is the explanation about my Venn diagram about the similarities and differences work culture between Indonesia and United States of America. Before I end my session, any question?
Nathan, besides the work culture, what are the interesting things that exist in United States America?
All right, Eki, thank you for your question. The interesting things in United States of America besides the work culture is so many things, right? Such as the culinary, such as the place, and such as the holiday destinations. So the first of all is the place or holiday destinations. In United States of America, there is so many beautiful places like such as the Hollywood Cliff, and then Niagara Falls, and then Green Canyon, and also the Las Vegas Casino, there which is very very popular. So there are the places that interesting in USA that can be visited to have such a memorable experience. The second is about the culinary. The culinary in USA is so good and so tasty. Say that like pancake, and then chicken, fried chicken, and then so many else that have the uniqueness and the tasty flavor. The third is maybe for the sports or especially the basketball fans. United States is the home of basketball, so the basketball fans will be very very happy and so grateful if they can visit USA, because there is so many stadiums, basketball stadiums that can be visited. It can be the most memorable experience for basketball fans if they visit United States of America. So there is the a little bit interesting things that exist in United States of America. Okay, thank you, Eki, for the questions. That's all from me. That's all from my explanations. Thank you so much, and let's move on to the next person.
Okay, similarities and difference of work culture between Indonesia and Qatar. Difference to Indonesia and Qatar. In Indonesia, showing gratitude, avoid too loud noise, coworkers become friends, seniority does not stand out too much, and Qatar always want to make a change, promoting the business revolution, abandoning the old mindset to get in the way, undertaking plan reforms, and have an open mind. And similarity to Indonesia and Qatar, polite and harmonious, strong teamwork, and compete healthy. As an Indonesia, I have a dream to work overseas. For example, working in the Qatar, because in the Qatar, our work is valued by other people regardless of their profession, and overseas salary are not deducted by income tax. Whereas in Indonesia, most people always look to the work profession to get attention or be appreciated. And Indonesia, the salary received in deducted from income tax. And also Indonesia, it is often to get a job to get a job through people in companies or agency. Okay, any question?
Eki, besides the work culture, what are the interesting things that exist in Qatar?
Okay, Jihan, thank you for question. The interesting things in Qatar is the first, the national language of Qatar is Arabic, but usually immigrants use English, French, Urdu, or Tagalog. Second, has a height of 338 feet. To a year, Hammer is the highest peak in Qatar. Third, Qatar is the largest petroleum exporting country in the world. So that economic growth this country is also very fast. Fourth, Qatar made Doha the capital of it is country, one of the oldest landmarks that can be enjoyed while doing various activity is the Al Corniche and West Beach. That's all my thank you Jihan for questionnya. That's all my question. Thank you. Let's move on to the next person.
Okay, so I have a dream work country in Japan. Why I choose Japan? Because Japan is one of the developed countries. In Japan also the salary is much higher than in Indonesia, and I want to find new experience in developed countries. In Japan and in Indonesia have quite a lot of different work cultures. As you can see in this slide, the first Japan's work is for pleasure, not just to get paid. Whereas in Indonesia, people are usually hypocrites. In Japan, business is war. Whereas in Indonesia, it is reluctant to take responsibility, and in Indonesia, there are many people who still believe in superstition when it comes to work. And for the last, Japan, the principle of being on time with order and discipline is highly upheld. So I think enough. Any question?
Okay, Jihan. I want to ask, beside the work culture, what are the interesting this that is seen in Japan?
Okay, thank you, Aden, for the question. For me, what is interesting in Japan, besides the work culture, is the tourist attraction. Because there are Tokyo Tower, Tokyo Disneyland, and Disney Sea, Imperial Place, and East Garden, Harajuku, and many more. So let's move on to the next person.
Okay, similarities and difference of work culture between Indonesia and Netherlands. The work culture in Indonesia has various aspects that we need to have, especially when you work in well-known companies in Indonesia, depending on various competencies and skill, especially virtual cooperation, order and real good collaboration, and with our job needs properly. You need to have this aspect as a form of optimism of work professional in Indonesia. As an entrepreneur, you must have all three aspects of work culture in Indonesia. The work culture in Indonesia are important because they support in implementation of work procession productive. Where the work culture in Netherlands has various aspects, we need to have especially when you work in well-known companies in Netherlands. Depending on various competence and skill, especially work hard, quality, play harder, quality instead of quantity, big time meeting on time, love for distance and presentation. Any question?
Okay, Aden. Besides the work culture, what are the interesting things that exist in Netherlands?
Thank you, Ferdila, for the question. I will choose Netherlands. The reason I choose for Netherlands was because I wanted to have extensive work experience. Besides wanting to add to my experience, I also want to experience the culture of working in Netherlands to be able to add more valid our culture. In addition to add insight, adaptation, and a wider quality of work culture. That's all for me. Thank you. Let's move on to the next question.
I want to tell my dream country in South Korea. If I'm working to be an entrepreneur in South Korea, it make me excited because South Korean, there's many good anything. And I want if I working in South Korea, they won't say hello or smile if they don't know, but in Indonesian people friendly smile and easy even so they don't know them. And then in South Korea, normal people on foot and public transportation they work and if Indonesian many motorbikes and cars and then in contrast to Korean cultures in Korean getting with gesture all over body like in Japan and if Indonesian culture getting usually involve shaking hands and shaking greeting like Assalamualaikum because the majority Indonesian are Muslim. And then the cultural similarity is ethnic in speaking to other people. This is like when we are talk to someone is older than us, we still use the greeting followed by the person's name. So when they are work, they is not immediately call using there the name too. Okay, any question?
Okay, Paradila, I have a question for you. Besides the work culture, what are the interesting things that exist in South Korea?
Uh, okay, thanks Gifarel for the questions. There are many exciting destinations in South Korea. One of which is Namsan Tower or Seoul Tower. The Seoul city landmark is location on top of Namsan Mountain, and this place is very famous. And it's enough from me. Thank you. Okay, now let's move to the next person.
Okay, in here I want to explain about the different work culture between Singapore and Indonesian. The between Singapore and Indonesian work culture is the first of all, Singapore people are focused while working, and the people are open-minded and very disciplined people. While they're working, there's no conversation, and they using public transportation to go to their office work. And Indonesia, sometimes people's lack of focus, and the people are not open-minded, and sometimes let's to go to office and have small talks during their work. And the people in Indonesian usually using private car or motorcycle to go to their office. And the similarity work culture between Singapore and Indonesian are working with formal suit, addressing superiors, and working competitively. Yeah.
Okay, Farel. Since our dream country is the same,
Oh, wow.
I will just add something interesting fact that you should pay attention to. One, most of the population of Singapore
Okay.
is happy to be workaholic. Based on the finding from the Singapore Work Happy Survey 2019, an astounding 80% of the participants said they are happy with their balance of work and life, while the remaining 20% are say they are unhappy. Two, discipline and punctuality are very important there. Uniquely, you are required to come on time, but not to go home. Three, playing cell phone while working is a taboo. You have to dedicate your work time for work. Four, coworker cannot be friend. Coworker are coworker. They are only your friend at work. Don't involve it in your personal life. Five, always upheld principle of mind your own business because it is rude when you interfere with your other people business at work. Because of the work culture like that, I hope you can be careful in Singapore because the environment there is too harsh. Good luck, Farel. Thank you.
Thank you, Ava, for completing my explanation.
Yes, no problem.
Okay, Nathan. I give it to you again, Nathan.
Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for your explanation and your presentation about your dream country and your country work culture. I'm so glad to hear that. There are so many important information that we can learn from me and from your presentations about work culture. And I want to say thank you uh, for all you guys that can spend the time to presentation here. And thank you so much, guys, for your attention and your time and your everything lah. Thank you so much. So see you later and bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Cut.
Dan.